Eagles Nation, this is the Green Talons coming at you with a video that's different than most. As you see before you, the World Heavyweight Champion, Super Bowl 52, Philadelphia Eagles. Now the reason why I make up this video is for a few reasons only. First of all, let's get with the news that I just got today from the internet outlet throughout this entire country. The Eagles have decided to re-sign Rodney McLeod to a 2-year contract, so they just had to keep him on. And they have signed Jalen Mills, former outside corner, to a 1-year contract to play safety. Speaking of safety, we couldn't have two to play the same position. So this brings me to the bad news that I really didn't want to put here on this video specifically. The Eagles have spoken to Malcolm Jenkins' agent, and it has been confirmed that Malcolm Jenkins will no longer be a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. So, as of this point on, tomorrow, he will be a free agent to sign with any team in the NFL. And it pisses me off to a certain degree because this guy was the leader of our defense. He knew every specific call, all plays. He even knew what was going on the opposing team's offense. He knew how to keep everybody in line. The front four, the linebackers, the safeties, and the outside corners. He knew exactly where to make sure all the plays are met. He knew how to keep everybody in line. I mean, he did his specific job. This guy been with the Eagles since 2014. It's the year the Eagles brought him in. He was with the New Orleans Saints. When the Saints went to the Super Bowl back in 2009, Malcolm Jenkins was a rookie in that specific time when the Saints won that first ever Super Bowl back in 2009. Malcolm Jenkins was a first-round draft pick, a rookie out of Ohio State, and I said it right, out of Ohio State, which is where he was bought and which is where he came from. First-round draft pick to play cornerback, but he played a little bit of safety as well. But when he came to the Philadelphia Eagles in 2014, the Eagles signed him to a 4-year contract, and then gave him another contract back in 2017, I think that's what it was, and that was a 3-year deal then, but he had a 4th-year option, which was to be today, 2019. So the Eagles decided not to bring back Malcolm Jenkins, so his option had been denied. I think his option was something like $8 or $9 million, I think, for this season, so the Eagles decided to not bring him back, so that's freed up some more money for the Eagles to sign any more players in this offseason. So now I'm making this video dedicated to Malcolm Jenkins because number 27, like I said, he held his own in the Eagles secondary for almost 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. For 6 years, he's been a member of the Eagles secondary, and he helped the Eagles won their first ever Super Bowl. So now he had 2 rings at his disposal. I'm not quite sure exactly what his stats were, but he had somewhere. He got somewhere close to 400, 500 tackles. In his career, I would say he had about between 10 and 12 interceptions. 3 or 4 of them for touchdowns, brought back for touchdowns, and he has a lot of memories with the Eagles, and one specific memory, or 2 rather, that he has done that I remember. If y'all remember, back in 2015, his 2nd year with the Eagles, when the Eagles played the New England Patriots at New England, and New England had something like a 25 or 30 game win streak at home dating back from their last couple Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So when Malcolm Jenkins intercepted Tom Brady and ran it from our end of the field to that other end of the field for a touchdown, that snapped their winning streak at home. So Patriots had to start all over again, winning a new winning streak. So also the second play that he did was in the Super Bowl 52 when the Eagles won that first Super Bowl championship, which he helped ran and helped won for us. He knocked Brandon, I forgot that Brandon Cooks. He knocked Brandon Cooks. He hit that boy so hard he knocked the cobwebs out of him. That's how hard that hit was. So that hit laid the grounds or laid the foundation for the defense for that entire night. So when you have leaders like that to lay boundaries for your defense with hits and tackles like that, it lets you know it's time to play. It ain't no time to joke around when it comes to Super Bowl, because you know when you're playing Tom Brady, he has the ability to make a return and come back on you at any given moment. So those are the two plays that I remember Malcolm Jenkins doing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said before, so Jenkins is 2-0 against the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl and back in the regular season back 2015. Those are the two wins that he has against New England. Well, 2-1. Because the loss was last season, so regular season last loss. So 2-1, which is not a bad run considering how much he had been through and things that he's done for the Eagles defense. So he will be missed. He will be missed gradually. So the news up front, the Eagles have also signed a guy named Jaden Hargrove or Javion Hargrove. He's a former defensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Eagles signed him yesterday to a 3-year, $39 million deal, and I think 15 or 16 of that is guaranteed on the contract. So I thought at first that he was going to replace Malik Jackson, who the Eagles signed the previous year, because he played a few games in the regular season, and he wound up ending his season by breaking his leg or something. I'm not saying it was either his ankle or his leg. Somewhere along up in there, he broke it and ended his season. So now the Eagles have showed up the defensive front by bringing in Javion Hargrove, a 26-year-old defensive tackle or no tackle from the Pittsburgh Steelers to our defensive front. So the Eagles should have a good frontable defense this year because they got some young guys they drafted in the last couple of seasons. And so with that being said, the Eagles have let go Malcolm Jenkins. They have let go one more other transaction that happened also. The former Chicago Bears / Eagles running back, the Eagles have lost him. He's due to sign a 2-year, I think $12 million contract, $6 or $7 million guarantee. I forgot the guy there, but he, I can't think of the running back name, but all I know, he played with Chicago and he played with the Philadelphia Eagles this past season, and the Eagles are about to lose him on a 2-year contract. So those are all the transactions that has happened up to this point. But the main transaction is the loss of Malcolm Jenkins, one of the true leaders of our defense. And for him to, for the Eagles to not renew his deal, that only lets me know that the Eagles are trying to rebuild their defense. I think that's what it speaks for itself now. The volume is there. It speaks for itself. We're going to have a whole new, different secondary this coming season. So, look like Howard. I thought Howard was going to pull, or we're going to put a joke over our heads. Apparently, he's on a mission. So that means that the Eagles are going to either draft a safety in the first round and use some of their picks after the second round, which I found that the Eagles do not have a second round pick. I thought they had one, but they don't. So we only got a first round pick and 3 third rounds, 2 fourth rounds, a couple of fifth, a sixth and seventh round. So we're pretty good after the second round. Yet we don't have a second round pick. The Eagles might try to trade a player so they can get a second round. It depends on how things go. But this video is very disturbing to me because when I got the news a couple of hours ago, I thought I was seeing something else because it popped on my phone for a minute and then it disappeared. So when I pulled the screen down, or the what they call it, the front screen, when I pulled it down, it said that the Eagles would not be renewing Malcolm Jenkins' contract. So the option of his contract is officially done. Like I said before, he was due to make like $8 or $9 million this season, and he wanted more money. After I thought the Eagles were going to give him another 2-year contract to go along with the 1-year deal that he had, the 1-year option that he had, because that really what it was. It was a 4th-year option, and the 4th-year option was like $8 or $9 million. I can't stretch it as much, you know what I'm saying? But it appears we're going in a different direction, and from what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say I like it, because of the loss of Malcolm Jenkins and the re-signing of Jalen Mills to a 1-year contract and bringing back Rodney McLean on a 2-year deal, which is kind of disturbing to me. But so I guess we'll see. Jalen Mills, when he was at University of Florida, Florida State Seminoles, his natural position was safety, and he played a little bit of corner. A little zone cornerback in what he played in college, but he was more of a safety than he was a defensive back or a cornerback. So Jalen Mills now going back to his natural position, and I know last season or the year before, a lot of y'all out there were saying that Jalen Mills need to go back to safety because that's what he was, and I thought he wasn't no safety. But when I went back to some of the tapes a year ago, that was his natural position. He played safety. He played free safety because that's what Malcolm Jenkins was, a free safety. So now he's gone, and now we got Jalen Mills to take over the free safety position. But with all these moves the Eagles are making now, it makes me wonder who they're going to get in the first round. Is it going to be another safety? Is it going to be another cornerback? Or is it going to be a wide receiver? I don't know up to this point. Everybody got their own opinions of who the Eagles are going to draft with the first pick. To me, I'm thinking receiver because that's the logical choice, because we need someone to back up Deshaun Jackson and also to back up Alshon Jeffries if the Eagles decide to cut him loose. But then see, if the Eagles cut Deshaun, if the Eagles cut, if the Eagles cut Alshon Jeffries, that's like 10 to 12 million in dead money, somewhere along up in there. I know it's a bunch of money in double digits. So I think the Eagles are going to keep him for 1 more year, and when they do keep him that last year, then his the dead money is going to be the less than 10 million. So I guess that's what they're saying, and that's what they're seeing. So I'm not sure if the Eagles are going to go defensive back with the first pick, or they're going to go wide receiver with the first pick. I don't know. I mean, it's so much things going on in these last week or so with the coronavirus going on. A lot of NFL players are not exposed yet because none of them have done any OTAs, mini camps, and training camps yet. So, but the basketball, the NBA has shut down because 2 or 3 of their players got the coronavirus, and you got some guys from from the hockey league got coronavirus. So I mean, this coronavirus is going all over the country, all over the world. You even got a few actors who a lot of them thought was invulnerable to catching this type of disease. They have it, and I'm not even going to stress who they are because y'all know who they are. But anyway, sorry for getting off the subject. And yet I need to go ahead and just make this video simple as possible because, like I said before, this belt that I created was for the Philadelphia Eagles, but now I'm bringing it out for the dedication to Malcolm Jenkins because we're going to miss him. He was the leader of our secondary, the leader of the whole defense. He knew all the calls. I mean, he knew how to get everybody in position to make tackles, make plays, make sacks. I mean, the guy that knew that defense, where it been two type of defenses. First, it was a 3-4 defense when Chip Kelly was here, but then they brought in Jim Schwartz, and he bought this wide 9 defense that I really don't care that much about. He knows the defensive calls of Jim Schwartz's defense. So I wish Malcolm Jenkins the best. I'm going to miss him, you know what I'm saying? And I know he won't be back because the super fact is, like JP, who the Eagles decided to let go tech free agency, both guys are different. The Eagles might bring JP back, you know, on a 1-year basis, and they might bring back some more players. Depends on the type of contract they're being offered. Because see, one thing about free agency, the player, no, not the player, but 90% of all the players that are free agents are always going to go for the money, depending on position. They go for the money. Not too many stay with the same team on a cheaper price. And like I said, man, I'm definitely gonna miss Malcolm Jenkins. I'm gonna miss that man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was kind of like the Brian Dawkins of our defense. He knew Brian Dawkins knew all the Jimmy Johnson's defensive schemes. He knew exactly where to tackle. He knew exactly where to go. Brian Dawkins was always in correct position to make tackles. And the same could be said for Malcolm Jenkins. Malcolm Jenkins was always in the right place to make tackles. And tackle for losses, interceptions, or knockdown. And the guy was one of the best. I mean, the guy is 32 years old and still playing like he's 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the guy still got the injury, the motor, and the motivation to keep playing. So, wherever he goes, he's going to be missed dearly because now he's going to command a big contract from other teams out there in the NFL. I hope he goes to the to the AFC. That's what I hope that's where he goes. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you never know because there's a lot of teams that are gonna be looking for good safeties, and he gonna be the first one that's gonna be they're gonna get picked up because now Michael Jenkins is now the #1 safety out there at the time since the Eagles decided not to renew it there because now tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday is the free agent period. Monday and the day was the NFL tampering period, so you can call players and you can talk contract negotiations on the phone. You can't visit them. So, but Wednesday, teams will be able to come to the facilities that the team is offering the contract to and sign the new deals. So Malcolm Jenkins is going to be along that row. Whoever he decides to go with, that's where he's going to be. And you got teams that they're looking for good safety. You got the Washington Redskins. They need a safety. The Dallas Cowboys lost Byron Jones to the Miami Dolphins. Michael Jenkins can go to the Cowboys, and I really don't want to see him in Washington. I really want to see him in Washington. I definitely want to see him with the Giants, and I sure don't want to see him with the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm praying and hope that he does not go to near one of those NFC teams, to the NFC East teams. But it's a possibility that he could if one of them offered the most money. So I wish I had some liquor that I could pour out in dedication to Malcolm Jenkins, but I decided to get my World Championship title out because he helped us win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Without him, it wouldn't have been possible. I mean, everybody think that Brandon Graham, what he did was knock the ball out of Tom Brady's hands, which, by the way, Tom Brady is now decided to take the free agency. He would not be going back to the New England Patriots. There are two teams looking at him right now, and you guys know who they are. I ain't got to go there with Tom Brady, so you know how they go. But anyway, the man helped us win our first Super Bowl. He's gonna be missed dearly. Like I said, I wish I had some liquor, but I don't. And even if I had liquor, I can't pour it here in my house, in my apartment. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. So getting out this world championship title, it pretty much says it all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and say this in dedication to Malcolm Jenkins right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and end this segment because the video has gone quite a long way. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right quick. Malcolm Jenkins, love you, brother. You will be missed. We enjoyed your 6 wonderful great years that you've been with the Eagles. You've been to 3 Pro Bowls, 2-time All-Pro with the Philadelphia Eagles because of what you've done for that organization, for that team, and most importantly, for the fans, just like me. I will be getting your jersey this year. I'm definitely going to get it because I don't have the 27 jersey, but I'm definitely going to get one this year. I might have one in the closet. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I do. But if I do, you've probably seen it. But if you haven't seen it, I mean, I don't have one. But anyway, Malcolm Jenkins, you will be missed. My brother, gonna miss you, love you, and I wish you the best on your future endeavors. Eagles fans, peace, one love.